Isang pagbalang araw po muli sa ating lahat. So, welcome back to our 365 daily devotions. So, today is July 26, if hindi, or 27 should I say, July 27, and today is Saturday. So, since today is Saturday, this is our 6th installment of our current series, which is the essentials of the historic faith. So, our topic for today is 7 Essentials, the Second Coming of Christ. So, throughout this week, meron tayong 7 Essentials. And ito na yung pang-anim, which is yung the Second Coming of Christ na. So, in connection to our topic for today, ang Bible verse na ating tatalakayin ay ang 1 John chapter 3, verses 2 to 3. In New International Version, "Dear friends, now we are children of God, and what we will be has not yet been made known. But we know that when Christ appears, we shall be with him, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. All who have this hope in him purify themselves just as he is pure." So, in Filipino translation naman, or in Magandang Balita Biblia version, "Mga minamahal, mga anak na tayo ng Diyos ngayon. Ngunit hindi pa nahahayag ang magiging kalagayan natin. Ngunit alam natin na sa pagdating ni Kristo, tayo'y magiging katulad niya. Sapagkat makikita natin kung sino talaga siya. Kaya't ang sino mang may ganitong pag-asa kay Kristo ay nagsisikap na maging malinis tulad niyang malinis." So, ayun, dako tayo ngayon sa ating teaching for more learning. So, the doctrine of the second coming of Christ. So, number 1, Jesus became like us at the first coming, so that we can become like him at the second coming. So, ito ang pinupunto nito kasi 'di ba tayo mga tao, makasalanan tayo. We are fallen creatures, gaya nga nasabi ni Pastor Russell. So, unlike Eva and Adan na before may face-to-face fellowship sila sa Lord, 'di ba? Kasi nga mga ano sila, parang mga nagniningning na mga beings, like shining beings sila as being described by Pastor Russell. But then, 'di ba? Nagkaroon ng kasalanan, and simula nun, dahil nga fallen creatures na tayo, nawala na tayo ng relasyon or face-to-face fellowship sa Lord, diba? So, to the point na nagkaroon ng mga tabernacles, kung tama yung pagkakatanda ko sa sinabi ni Pastor Russell, and wala nang nakakapag-fellowship face-to-face sa Lord, diba? So, tayo mga tao, we are fallen creatures nga. So, kaya nga nasabi dito sa unang katuroan natin, Jesus became like us at the first coming. So, before, di ba, kung matatandaan natin sa mga sinulat ni Apostol San Pablo rin, si Jesus nagfe-fellowship siya face-to-face sa mga taong katulad din natin, di ba? Di ba nga, ang layo pa ng nilalakbay niya para lang makapag-fellowship siya, makapag-disciple siya, di ba? So, he became like us. Naging anyong tao rin siya. So, physically, nakakapag-fellowship yung mga tao together with him, di ba? Nakakapag-disciple sila. So, he became like us at the first coming so that we can become like him at the second coming. So, in the second coming of Christ, we should be like him naman. Kasi nung first coming niya, he became like us. Siya yung nag-adjust para sa mga tao. So, at his second coming, we should become like him. Diba? Yung being na katulad niya. Yung i-aspire natin na ma-manage yung mga kasalanan natin, 'di ba? Yung kahit hindi totally mawala sa iyo, pero alam mo yon, be Christ-like. Ito nga yung lagi sinasabi sa atin, especially to us Christians, 'di ba? Be Christ-like. Yung kahit isama ka sa napakaraming crowd, 'di ba? Yung madidistinguish ka pa rin that you are Christian because you are Christ-like. Nakikita sa iyo ang presence ng Lord, 'di ba? Ni Jesus Christ. So, ayun yung tinutukoy dito sa unang katuruan natin. And number 2, we will become perfect at the second coming of Christ. So, this is what I'm talking about earlier. So, dahil si Jesus Christ yung nag-adjust sa atin at the first coming, so tayo naman yung tutulad sa Kanya at the second coming. So, as we all know, Jesus Christ is perfect, diba? Wala siyang mali, wala kang mapipintas sa Kanya. Kaya lang talaga siya nagpapako sa cross is just for the sake of us. Nag-sacrifice siya for us but behind it, wala siyang anumang kasalanan na dapat kaparu-parusahan, di ba? So, number 3, the hope of the second coming purifies us from sinful life. So, we should hold on to this, na yung hope of the second coming, kasi ito yung nagpupurify sa atin palayo sa buhay na makasalanan. So, as we all know, natural lang nga sa tao ang pagiging makasalanan, but still, the control and management that we must have to let go of the sins that hinders us from having a relationship with the Lord, diba? So, lagi lang tayo magtitiwala sa Kanya, and I know that He is guiding us always. So, ayun, the hope of the second coming purifies us from the sinful life. So, ngayon naman is proceed tayo sa ating application. Number 1, live as children of God according to the example of our firstborn brother, Jesus Christ. Number 2, purify ourselves knowing that we are destined for perfection. And number 3, enjoy our fellowship with Jesus in the Spirit now. So for our discussion part, by now, after watching this devotion, we should be able to identify what is the importance of the second coming of Christ to you or to us. So, ayun naman po para sa ating devotion for today, and I hope na may natutunan tayo. So, may God bless us all.